Okay, so now we get to the cocktail that you guys have inspired. We asked for your help, and you're gonna receive a rad cocktail. So come over here, excuse me. She's not too hard in the eyes. Okay, so Rich is gonna be working this one. Emily has asked for a cocktail that sums up autumn as she loves that time of year.
Excellent.
And then Clockworks, it says, again, he's asked for something autumnal.
I'm seeing a theme going here.
Yeah, we're seeing, and then Adele's asked for a cocktail with port and cognac because she loves the combinations.
Me too. I love that combination. I think it's brilliant. And you know what is brilliant about that combination?
What?
It's very autumnal. So that's what we're doing. We're basically pairing cognac and port.
Wow.
And we're going to add a little bit of cassis to it, like a rich berry liqueur, kind of similar. It kind of reminds me of the end of summer, beginning of fall, autumn.
Yep.
And we're going to be adding a little bit of sugar to sweeten that, maybe a bit of cherries as well, and adding some mint to it. Now the mint and sugar and cognac is a drink known as a stinger. Normally used
a
stinger.
Right.
It's great for the end of your dinner, the end of an evening, it's the end of the show. So what we've got in here is 2 heaped teaspoons of caster sugar.
Okay.
We're gonna add the port to this. Nice ruby port is good, something with a lot of flavor, something rich.
Ports come in all sorts of, you get muscatels, you get kind of white ports.
A tawny would be a good alternative to this.
Go.
And we're adding 40 milliliters into each drink, so that's 80 milliliters. And then we're going to fortify that with a little bit of cognac, roughly the same
Fortify
balance.
it with cognac.
Fortify, yeah, as you say, port and cognac is a wonderful combination. So
Good
that's what
word
we're doing.
usage, bro dog.
Thank you.
Okay, how much of this stuff?
We're going to add 30 mils per drink, so that's 60 mils in total.
60 mils
60 mLs.
of the cognac.
Exactly. We're going to be shaking this and putting it in a chilled coupette, by the way. Always make sure your glassware is nice and cold.
That's not a
before you
wine
start.
glass. What's a coupette?
Coupette, it's an old word, it's another fancy word for a champagne saucer.
This is why you're 2008 Bartender of the Year, right?
Old school, man, old school. That's 6. Who's keeping account of this? And then this is cassis, which is obviously it's a blackcurrant liqueur from France, traditionally. And we're going to add just like a little spoon of that, and that's going to add this real nice, deep, rich kind of bite to the whole thing.
Nice.
We've got to make sure we stir it up as well.
Deep purple, dude.
Deep purple.
Okay, but you got to dissolve that sugar, right?
Exactly. We're going to just give it a quick stir. Shouldn't take too long.
Not trying to tell you what to do. I know you know what you're doing.
You're quite right.
You're Gandalf and Saruman.
I mentioned we're going to add a little bit of cherry too.
Okay.
On top of the cassis, this lovely bit of cherry liqueur. These are sort of marinated cherries, sort of Luxardo Maraschino kind of variety. And we're going to add just a little splash of this cherry. Hey, cherry juice to our shirt.
Good thing you're wearing a dark shirt.
Exactly. Sorry, buddy.
Okay.
Amazing shirt, by the way.
Thank you, man.
Let's just clean it up.
Vintage store in Toronto.
Oh, really?
Came with a bit of a ring around the collar, which I didn't notice when I saw it. I just saw the ruffles. It's not my ring, all right?
Right. We're going to add just that little splash of mint. Those few sprigs of mint, so about 3 or 4 per drink.
Okay, this is smelling phenomenal.
It's going to be
but
really
then
good.
mint always smells great.
Again, as much ice as we possibly can.
You're always saying that whenever we're making drinks, like as much ice as you get into that
Really
tumbler.
important. It's really important. The more ice you have, the colder your drink gets, and therefore the less it dilutes.
Okay.
Make sure that seals properly.
Oh, no. Are we ready for the shaker face? Let's see what Rich has got.
I'll get you shaking tomorrow, man. You're going to be doing this tomorrow. I'm going to embarrass you so hard.
Yeah, embarrassed away. It makes everything become one.
Exactly.
That's what the Spice Girls said. That's when 2 becomes 1, and you put about 6 things in there.
This is true.
Just wanted to get a Spice Girls reference into this thing. 2008.
2008.
Bartender of the Year.
I make that 7 references now. I'm getting really embarrassed. So we have, we're just going to fine strain it. We want to get rid of those pieces of mint. Look at that color. Isn't that lovely? There we go. That's a lovely color. Wonderful sort of frotting.
Okay, now what is this drink called? Because we've had the inspiration from you guys out there. Do you have a name for it?
Yeah, we called it a Spitalfield Stinger. It's a stinger.
So you said the Stinger, Spitalfield Stinger.
Spitalfield
Why
Stinger.
Spitalfields? Because it's London?
Spitalfields is just over there.
Hi, Spitalfields.
Literally just there. So we're just going to spank a mint leaf ever so slightly over the top.
Spank the mint. Bad mint.
Bad mint.
Bad mint.
Naughty mint. And that's it. That is a Spitalfield Stinger.
Okay.
I'm keen, are you?
Dude, I'm really keen. Here
Cheers,
we go.
buddy.
Thank you very much,
mate.
Rich. A round of applause for Rich. Oh my gosh. That is insane.
I can drink that all year.